African woman shining so bright.
Hey my good people, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for those that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. Thank you so much for those that have taken their time to watch my videos and leave a comment. And for those that have not subscribed, I really request that you subscribe to help me grow my channel. So today you're going to meet my first family in Canada. That is the first group of friends that I met when I landed in Canada. Landing in a foreign land with a lot of expectations, and then realizing that is whatever you're meeting on the ground is so different from what you expected, it's never easy. Trying to settle, especially when the system is so different from your system, from the system back home, it's not easy. But with the right people being there for you, holding your hand, encouraging you, at least you get to move. And this is the people that I met. This is the group of people that I met. We were so new, all of us, we were so new, but at least we held each other's hand, and at least by now we are somewhere. And as much as some of us have moved to different parts of the country, we still get in touch. We are still there for each other. Wherever any one of us has an issue to be solved, we really try to solve it. As a family, wherever any of us has something to celebrate, we come together and celebrate it. And for real, I like to tell each and every friend of mine that I met on this journey of trying to settle in Canada that I really appreciate you. I really appreciate you, and I really appreciate the encouragement that we gave each other up to this moment. And so welcome, meet my friends, enjoy the video, and please remember to leave a comment. And for those that have not subscribed, please subscribe, and I will really appreciate it. Thank you so much. So, story time. Have you ever asked God for something and He answers instantly? To me, yes, He has many times. So this after now I've left my host place, the person who was hosting me, I left her place, and now I started my life. I just woke up one morning, and when I was getting out, I told God, please, may I meet a Kenyan. And guess what? The following day, when I was stepping out, I met this beautiful girl. And I thank God for my courage that He has given me. I approached the girl and I'm like, "Hey, are you a Kenyan?" And she was like, "Yes, I'm a Kenyan." And that's how our journey with Wendy started. So after I met Wendy, the funny thing is I really wanted someone to meet a Kenyan because I felt like I was a bit confused. And I was a bit confused, and I was a bit stressed. And apparently I thought I was the only one. But now even Wendy was not okay being new in a new place. Like arriving in Canada is a new immigrant from Kenya or from any other part of the world. It usually feels like stepping into a very new world. Okay, of course it's exciting and unfamiliar. Like it's so confusing. So I really wanted someone who I can talk to freely, so that at least I know even how to use a bus. I didn't know how to use a bus, and I really needed to, because one, I needed to go to a lawyer's office. Apparently I knew the lawyer. I have interviewed the lawyer. He's called Joshua Makori. I really wanted to go to his office. But now when I'm trying to do the Google map, it's like from where I was to his office is like 2 hours using the bus. So I was like confused. I was stressed at the same time. But hey, God answered my prayer. And immediately, like, we met with Wendy, we connected. And from there on, we connected and became friends. And that was my first friend that I met. And with time, we made like within a short period of time, now we became a bigger group because some of us met in the lawyer's office doing the same process, others we met in the church gatherings, and some of us we met through the Kenyan community gatherings. Here, one thing like really helps us is being in a community, because I remember there's a friend who told me, Ruth, now because you are here, you are far from your family, you're far from your people from back home, make sure you know where your community is and settle there and let be known in the community. Sometimes you feel like, oh, I don't need a community. You need a community. Once you're far from home, you really need a community of where you are. And that really helped me. So through community gatherings, Kenyan community gatherings, we met, some of us, and that's how we became a large group of around 15 people. And after that, there was an immediate sense of belonging. Conversations flowed easily in a mix of Swahili and sometimes our local languages. We laughed about things that only we could truly understand, like the shock of the confusion of navigating public transport. Oh my goodness, this one, almost all of us, we could get lost. And then when we meet, we used to laugh about it. The other person could say, "Oh, I was going here, and then I get lost," and all that, and also even the strange taste of unfamiliar foods. It was so crazy. But with this particular group, I didn't feel like I had to explain myself, because the jokes, the respect we raised between ourselves, it really helped. And sometimes we shared stories about Kenya, about family, our families back home, about school, and life kept moving. And in such moments, I felt like I had carried a small piece of home with me in this new country, because this is one group that I thank God for, because we met and we clicked, and that is how we have been. We have been a real family, a good one. So with this group, um, we were learning. We were learning amongst ourselves, and we were trying to figure out how things worked in Canada, how to adapt to different social norms. Sometimes we made mistakes and sometimes we felt out of place, but having each other made those expectations less intimidating. There was comfort knowing you were not alone in your confusion or in your growth, trying to settle. So our friendship was built on both shared struggle and shared joy. We celebrated small wins together and passing different tests, getting a first job, or simply surviving a harsh weather. And we also supported each other through moments of homesickness. That was the worst one. My goodness. There were days when one of us could miss home deeply, and the rest could step in with encouragement, armor, or even something as simple as cooking as family. Actually, like cooking together really helped us, because we could decide, okay, what are we cooking? Are we meeting this weekend? Like we could try to know each other's schedule, who has classes, who is not going to work. Then we decide, okay, let's meet. What are we cooking? And within a short period of time, at least we knew like the stores that we could get African food, so we could just go by, and we come and cook and have fun, just laugh, and for some time forget our problems, because here you remember every one of us has a family back home. Amongst us, actually almost all of us have kids back at home, and apparently within a short period of time in our group we got a baby, and that baby also really made us more of a family. We really loved the first baby of our group. The newborn baby was born, a Canadian baby, and the baby really made us to be so together because, yeah, after some time, Wendy was blessed with a baby girl, and the baby became our baby. We own that baby. We became the mothers of the baby, and the guys became the fathers of the baby. She's our baby. We really love her because she was the first baby of the group. Of course, as I said earlier, some of us, or actually most of us, almost all of us, have babies back at home. So now this was our first Canadian baby, and of course there were moments of doubt, days when loneliness sat really heavy, and we really tried to create memories. Like actually, Canada has very nice places to visit. We could take walks, and there was a time we visited the Niagara Falls. Hey guys, we need to revisit this. We need to redo this. We need to redo the Niagara Falls. So we're gonna plan about it. So there's a time we visited the Niagara Falls, and it was fun. And actually, the Niagara Falls we went with our baby. Yes, we everywhere we went. Wendy had no excuse of staying back. We had to carry our baby along. And yeah, even as time goes on and each of us take different paths, our friendship remains so significant. These friends were the foundation of migration journey. The people who turned a foreign place into something that slowly began to feel like home. Starting over, it was not glamorous. It is really humbling. So within after some time, we decided uh, like uh, we moved to different places. Some remained, okay, most of them remained in Ontario, but in different towns. And I moved from Ontario to a different province. But again, within a short time, our Wendy was also now blessed with baby number 2. And uh, the reality is, uh, distance is not a problem. We had to call each other and said, hey, we have to go and see our baby. And so yeah, we met, and we we went to see our baby. And as we are trained as Africans, we don't go to see babies empty-handed, so we have to walk around and take a few snacks for them. And yeah, uh, as we as we walked, and as we walked around, we shared we shared our memories. We shared what we have been through since, like, let's say okay, of course most of the time we do speak. Yeah, we do make calls, but again, there's the difference of calls and when you meet one on one. So although the paths may lead to different cities and provinces, the shared memories, support, and experiences can keep the bond between us so strong, proving that true friendship can thrive regardless of the distance. And yes, here we are. We have to see our babies, and here we go. One thing I've learned in this world, you will never work alone. You will never work, or like you will never make it alone. And that's why from deep down my heart, I really love these friends. And I hope that by the time our kids come over, we will still be meeting, and at least we will make that one family, and at least meet somewhere, sit, and tell our children the stories how we started life here in Canada. Yeah, we went to see Wendy, and we arrived. Um, and within that period of time, we had to catch up again, sharing the struggles we have been through, sharing the wins, sharing many many things between us, and I felt like, why did I move? But again, yeah, that is life. That's life, because Canada is so big, and it's a big place and a beautiful place to live in, and sometimes um, we have reasons to move from one place to the other, because somewhere along the way strength begins to grow quietly. You learn to celebrate each other, and then you keep um, you keep the connection between you, and at some point you have to get out there and see what the outside world offers. And for for such a group, the decision for each of us uh, to move, it's from a personal ground. And some may be looking for better job opportunities, affordable housing, higher education, or simply a change of scenery. So yeah, so we got home. Apparently, Mama Wendy had come to visit her grandchildren from home, and she was here. She made us tea, she cooked for us, we ate, and after some time, because now some of us were going to work that evening, we didn't have to stay, we could not stay for long, that is. So we got outside to take a few photos, and after some time I realized we didn't want to go again, because we really wanted to be together. Like, we had a lot to share, we had a lot of memories to remind each other. We laughed how we lost, like trying to trace places. And also, Wendy didn't want us to leave, because now we had lit her space. The kids were crying, they didn't want us to go, but now it happened, we had to leave. And yeah, this is I will always say that this is a group that means so much to me. And I hope when our children come over, we will be able to catch up and maybe tell our children the stories, how we started, and yeah, a lot of that. And so I will always remember the words of a friend who told me, Ruth, look for your community and make sure.
Hey my beautiful people, thank you for coming back again. And also thank you for those that have subscribed, and for those that have not, please I'm really requesting you to go and subscribe. This will help me grow the channel.
African woman shining so bright.